Hey there. Okay, so the purpose of this video is to teach you how to track alcohol in MyFitnessPal and do it the correct way so you actually make sure you're getting total calories when you're following a macro plan. And I'm going to explain to you and kind of teach you why you need to track alcohol this way. So how you track alcohol, you got macros, which is the protein, carbohydrates, and fats. Calories come from the total protein, carbs, and fats that you're eating. That's how we come up with total calories. I'll give you an example here in a second. So a gram of protein is going to be 4 calories. A gram of carbohydrates is going to be 4 calories as well. A gram of fat is going to be 9 calories. So a gram of fat is more than twice as much as protein or carb. So alcohol has its own calories. So it actually has its own calories per part alcohol. So that's one of the reasons, like when you're tracking macros in the way that I have everybody track it, it's like I'm getting total calories from the macros that you're eating. So alcohol would not show up in total calories. So it's important to know how you actually track it. So the way that we do that is like we're going to track it as alcohol as carbohydrates. We're going to track all the total calories as carbs. Okay, so I'm just going to give you a couple examples to understand like how we come up with total calories. So we got almonds here. So a serving of almonds is about 30 grams. This is the one that I have every day. Fat, you're going to get 20 grams in that serving, so it's going to be 20 times 9. That's going to give you 180 calories. Carbohydrate, there's 8 grams per serving, so that's going to be 8 times 4, so you got 32. Protein, you got 8 grams as well. So it's 8 times 4, 32. So you do the 180 plus 32 plus 32. You got 244 total calories, and that's where they're coming up with the calories for the almonds. Now, with wine, you're not going to get the correct estimate because wine has its own calories. So based on the macros, and the spreadsheet actually adds it up based on the macros. In a glass of red wine, you get approximately 160 calories. So like when you look at the label that's coming from the wine, you're going to be like, there's 0 fat, there's 0 protein, and there's only 5 carbohydrates. So that would be 5 times 4, 20. So there's only 20 calories in the wine. Where's the rest coming from? So where's the rest coming from? It's coming from the alcohol. So the alcohol that's actually going to be in the wine. For every part alcohol, you got 7 calories. So that's where the remainder, and that's where the 160. So we track all the alcohol as carbohydrates. Okay. So the way this works now, let me go to my handy dandy calculator here. So we're going to do, the way you figure this out is you're going to do the 160, the total calories of the alcoholic drink that you're going to have is 160. So if you're having a margarita, it would be, I'll show you an example of that one next, but a margarita, I'll show you that one next. But so it's 160, you're going to divide that by 4 because there's 4 calories in every carb, and you're going to get 40. So that's going to be the total carbohydrate. So you're going to get 40 grams of sugar. Now, let me show you how to do this in MyFitnessPal as one of your foods. Okay, I'm going to have this, so meal 6, and I've customized this for me, so if it looks different, it's the same as you would add on yours. Yours might just be breakfast, lunch, and dinner, however you set it up. But anyway, you're going to hit add food. When you hit add food, you're going to go up and you're going to see recipes, meals, and my food. You're going to want to click on my foods, and you can see I've already have red wine entered in here for Wendy and Chris wine. Not that I drink wine. Yeah, actually I'm lying. I love wine. I love beer too. I do have those, and it's like you just got to make sure that you track them the proper way. Okay, so you're going to hit this plus sign up here because you're going to customize yours for what you want to enter, and then you're just going to go down here and create food. Okay, create food. You're just going to name it. I'm just going to call this test wine. Serving size is going to be 6 ounces. And then the servings per container is just going to be 1. Okay. Now we're going to hit this little arrow over here and go to the next screen. And then you're going to, total calories is 160. And then you're just going to go down and then enter the carbohydrates as 40. So you're going to hit 40, and then you're just going to hit this check here. It's going to add other nutrients, or just say no thanks. We don't need to worry about that because we just want the carbohydrate number for our own calculation. And now you can see here we got the test wine here. That was supposed to be ounces, so that might not carry over for what I was going to just show you. Yeah, I entered PZ. It's supposed to be ounces, but anyway, just pretend this is ounces, so that should see OZ. It gives you 1 PZ here too, so it actually does a calculation. So for example, you can just hit, like what I did here is I hit serving size, so this should be ounces again. So you're going to hit that 6 PZ, which should be ounces. You're going to hit 1 PZ down here because that's just going to be 1 ounce. And let's just say you want to have 10 ounces, so you hit the 1 ounce there, hit the check mark, and then you would hit this one right here, and let's just say I'm going to have 13 ounces of wine that night. You do want to track it. Make sure you're tracking. Check that in, and then you'll check it in at the top, and it'll give you the calculation. It'll break it down. So 86 grams of carbohydrate, 0 fat, 0 protein. I do have the premium version, so if you don't have the premium version, yours will not show up like this. Okay, so that is how you track wine and add it as a food list. Okay, so now let me just show you like margaritas, because this was super eye-opening to me. This is 3.3 ounces. This is one of my favorite ones for looking up calories and the nutrients in the food. Calorie King, it's a great website. But on here, 3.3 ounces. So like generally you go to a Mexican restaurant, you're going to get a 12, probably maybe even bigger, because you get those big margaritas. But just gives you perspective. It blew my mind first time I found out how many calories margaritas have in them. So we're going to track them as carbohydrates. So now I'm going to go back to my calculator here. So we're going to do the 612, and we're going to divide it by 4. You do that with every alcohol, and it comes to 153. So you got 153 grams of carbohydrates. Let's go ahead and customize that in the MyFitnessPal. Okay, so we're going to go add food again. We're going to go to My Foods up in the right hand corner, same as we did before. We're going to hit the plus sign in the top right hand corner again. We're going to do create a food, and we're going to do test margarita. That's okay. Serving size, that's going to be 13 ounces. That's going to be 1. Check that in. And you're going to do, what was it, 612 calories. And I believe it was 153. I have that, 151 or 153, regardless. We're just going to enter that in because no thanks on the nutrients information, and it saves it in. So you can see that it's added it in over here as a test margarita for myself that we just entered in. Now, if I want to go out and be like, holy smokes, I don't want 612 from a margarita, that's just craziness, because it is. You're going to go over here, you're going to hit the 13 ounces here, and hit the 1 ounce at the bottom, like, hey, I'm going to make a better decision for myself because I'm focusing on my health right now. I'm only going to have 7 ounces of that, and it changes the calculation for you here. So check, I save that in. And you can see that lowered it down to 330. And this is how you figure it out. This is why we track, so you can learn these type of things. Okay, so now everybody's always asking, like, what's going to be the better alcohol to drink? I got vodka up here. So vodka has probably the lowest amount of calories in it of alcoholic drinks. So if you do want to have alcohol, it does come down to total calories. You still need to make sure you do the calculation always, because again, alcohol has 7 calories in. I don't think alcohol wouldn't even, it would be 0, 0, and 0. So all the calories is coming from alcohol, I believe, in the vodka, or most hard liquors at that. So you do, we'll just say 100. So 100 divided by 4. So you'd have 25 grams of carbs there, and you just go in and same thing. So you just go add food, food list, add it. I'll run through it one more time. Create a food, vodka. I don't even know how many ounce, so 1.5 ounces, so 1.5, I should know that up, but I'm not really a liquor drinker, so I don't drink hard liquor. 1.5 ounces, you're just going to do 1 there, and then you just get on here to carbohydrates, 25, you can enter the calories in there too, we just rounded it up to 100 just to make this quick. No thanks. Boom, you got the vodka, adding it in as 100. You got your carbs all tracking, so you can see So let's just picture this as a night. You have 2 glasses of wine there, so two hefty pours of wine. So you got 13 ounces. That's supposed to be ounces again. You had the margarita, so that one is 7 ounces. So with the margarita, and you got 330 calories there. Then you got the vodka, you got 100. So you got almost 200 grams of carbs. And this is one of the things. And alcohol's a toxin, by the way. So just know, alcohol's a toxin. That a lot of times can cause your body to gain weight, but ultimately it does come down to total calories that you're intaking, and that's what we want to pay attention to. So we track alcohol again as carbohydrates, total calories in the alcohol, divide by 4, and that's going to give you the total carbs, and you just base it from that on any alcoholic beverage that you do. Okay, that's what I got. So let me know if you have any questions. Have an awesome day.